All right, I have an urban legend for you. And in a small hospital in a small town, a pregnant woman comes in, and obviously she was in distress. And she had fallen down the stairs of her home, and well, she wasn't doing good, and she knew she wasn't going to make it, but she wanted to save her baby, so she got to the hospital, and they performed a C-section on her, but unfortunately, neither of them made it through the operation. But when they took the baby out, they couldn't help but notice that this baby was so ugly. It was misshapen. The skin was purplish green. The face was wrinkled like an old man's face. It was just hard to look at. But so they put the baby in a separate room, and well, of course, this baby became the talk of the hospital, and nurses would go in and want to at least see it. And, most were greatly affected by the presence and sight of this baby. Well, two nurses came in to view it, and one nurse said, "It is so ugly." And the other nurse was there and said, "Well, you know what? It was probably best that it didn't survive." And then as they're looking at this baby, it suddenly opens its eyes. And, it kind of moans a little bit, and it says, "I may be ugly, but more ugly still is what will happen to you at 3 p.m. on Thursday." The nurses are terrified. They go running out of the room, and they can't be consoled. They see the hospital therapist, and he tells them, "Oh, it's probably just your imagination." And they're so upset by this incident that they take a few days off work. Well, they come back to work, and they're working together, and suddenly one day there is an explosion at the hospital that kills both of them. When this explosion occurred, well, it occurred on Thursday at 3 p.m.